You walk into a store believing you are a rational agent, making logical decisions based on your needs and budget. But you are mistaken. By the time you reach the checkout, you have likely fallen for a psychological trap known as asymmetric dominance, a deceptive practice designed to hack your decision-making process. This goes beyond simple advertising to architecture, involving the design of choices themselves, so the option you pick is the one they decided for you months ago. Big tech and airlines use this invisible math to control your wallet. Understanding how your choices are manipulated requires understanding the decoy, formerly called asymmetric dominance in psychology. This occurs when a third option is introduced purely to change how you view the other two. Consider buying popcorn, where a small bag is $3 and a large is $7. Most people pick the small because $7 feels expensive for corn, but then the theater adds a medium size for $6.50. The large suddenly seems reasonable because it is only 50 cents more than the medium. The medium acts as the decoy, an asymmetrically dominated option designed to be inferior to the target, while making the expensive choice look like a financial win. Airlines have industrialized this practice, and in 2026, booking a flight often presents you with a basic economy fare. This option restricts carry-ons, forbids seat selection, and boards you last. This fare exists not to serve budget travelers, but to serve as the ugly decoy. By stripping away basic dignity from the lowest tier, airlines make the standard economy fare seem like a responsible and necessary purchase rather than a price hike, even though it costs $50 more just to bring a bag. They are not selling luxury with the standard ticket, but rather the removal of manufactured pain. Combined with dark patterns like counters claiming only 2 seats remain to drive panic, your brain seeks the safety of the middle option, exactly as the revenue management algorithms predicted. Hardware giants like Apple play a more subtle game called the Goldilocks ladder with the iPhone 17 lineup. You typically see a base model alongside a Plus or Air model and a Pro model. The middle option often sits in a strange place where it is priced high enough that you could get the Pro with better cameras and storage for just a little more monthly. The middle device acts as the anchor that makes the top-tier phone feel reasonably priced because the gap between okay and best is financially smaller than the gap between cheap and okay. They engineer the storage capacities the same way, where the 128GB base model is just small enough to be inconvenient. This pushes you toward the 256GB tier, which offers high margins for the manufacturer, but feels like safety to you. Deceptive practices go beyond pricing to weaponize friction, a concept known as sludge in behavioral economics. Signing up for a streaming service often takes one click or Face ID verification, but canceling requires navigating 4 submenus and a confirmation screen asking if you are sure. This asymmetry is deliberate. Tech companies reduce friction to 0 for actions that benefit them, such as one-tap purchases, while maximizing friction for actions that benefit you, like protecting your data or closing an account. This creates a path of least resistance that always flows towards spending money. Your brain seeks to conserve energy and defaults to the path the UI designer paved for you. The scary reality of 2026 is that these tricks are now adaptable rather than static. The decoy used to be the same for everyone, but AI-driven pricing engines now know your specific pain tolerance. If you frequently book flights at the last minute, the system knows you are price inelastic and might not even show you the cheapest decoy because it calculates you will pay for the standard fare regardless. This is the new frontier of hyper-nudging, where the choices you see on your screen are customized based on your past behavior to maximize the statistical probability of an upsell. You are no longer just playing against the house, but rather playing against a version of the house built specifically to beat you. These asymmetric choices work because they operate below the threshold of conscious thought and rely on your brain's desire for shortcuts and safety. Once you see the decoy for what it is, a hollow prop designed to herd you, you can stop playing their game. The next time you see three options, identify which one is the ugly twin and which one they are trying to make you buy. Subscribe for more detailed breakdowns of the hidden mechanics of modern life to stay ahead of the psychology used against you.